What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV. And what a great last couple of days has been with the announcement, the official announcement of multiplayer instead of speculating over a very obscurely obtained Xbox One cover. Now we had Sean Murray live on Xbox Live, giving a 9-minute interview. So they traveled to the States for a 9-minute interview, which leads me to believe that we could possibly see Hello Games at E3, although that is heavy speculation, but it is possible that we could see them at E3 if they were capable of coming to the States for a 9-minute interview. I'm pretty sure that coming to the States for a bigger event would be, that's conceivable. It's conceivable, especially since Xbox would definitely ask them if they were interested in something like that. Xbox seems to be highly excited about No Man's Sky, even, considering all the controversy that is around No Man's Sky, especially dealing with the controversy that's around Sea of Thieves. They are excited about No Man's Sky, which tells a lot about this update. And although we didn't get the chance to see any new gameplay, but we did get a couple of details about what's inside next as far as multiplayer. And what's puzzling is what's playing behind him, old E3 footage with what seems to be something new, warping in and out. I'm not sure about that now, or what that is, why it's warping. And I'm not even sure why they're showing E3 footage. We talked about this on the subcast. Why would they show E3 footage to talk about next? And Xbox, they had to set that up for them on the big wraparound screen like that. They had to get that set up. So I'm pretty sure somebody from Xbox, Mr. Sean Murray, why are we showing footage from E3 if it's not in the update or release that we're talking about here on our system? Do you think Xbox would want that kind of drama? We had the E3 footage like, oh, it's not like E3 footage. And now are we going to, it's not like the Xbox Live wraparound footage. Something is up with showing that E3 footage there in the background. I don't know what that is, but I guarantee you Microsoft would have asked Sean, what are we doing here? Why are we showing this? So that's very telling indeed. Not sure if that was a hint that, Sean Murray's asked if he was close to their vision of the game, the final vision of the game. And Sean Murray kind of said, yeah, but then he started talking about how he doesn't think they'll ever be there to the point where, yeah, that's it. I can't think of another thing to add to the game. And he did say that they're very happy and excited about what they're working on right now. So Sean Murray and the gang, they're pretty happy about what it is they're working on. So that tells a lot there as well. But I'm sure if Microsoft wanted them to be at E3, they would have asked them. I mean, Microsoft had to have asked Hello Games, hey, can you come here so we can have a 9-minute interview? And of course, Hello Games said yes. So the possibilities of Xbox saying, hey, we want to give you the stage on our spot on our E3 stage so you could talk about next and drop this bomb of a trailer. So it's possible. The possibilities are greater now that Hello Games could possibly be at E3 than it was before we knew that Sean was going to be at Xbox Live. So there's a thread of hope right there. A thread of hope. That would be really cool to see them at E3. The release date of Next and the release date of Xbox both have the same exact date. So it is confirmed now that Xbox will release on July 24th and Next will release on July 24th. I am looking at this as if it's a reboot. Sean Murray kind of agreed a little bit that it was going to be, it's kind of like a reboot, but kind of shrugged it off a little bit. This update is going to fundamentally change the way we play the game. I mean, fundamentally change the way we play the game. So some of the things that are in this is, he started off with play with your friends, multiplayer, full multiplayer. And they have been testing this for the last 6 months. 6 months they've been testing this. That's a long freaking time. He describes it as Battlestar, which I don't know how that reference works. Maybe because of the space battles and fighting with your friends, as he said, in epic space battles. And then he says that it's like a Star Trek away team. You know, if you ever watch Star Trek, I know there's a game called Star Trek Away Team, I believe. I've not played it, but a Star Trek Away Team is, when a captain, they come up on a planet and they got to go down on it, or they got to board another ship or something like that. And the captain goes, assemble an away team. And then they go down. Just be sure you're not wearing the red outfit. Don't be a red shirt. So that's pretty cool. He said it could be fun at times, which means, 4 guys. That's another thing. Confirmed up to 2 to 4 player, which is kind of confusing that they may have downgraded from 16 player lobbies to 4 player lobbies, unless he's talking about, which we brought up on the subcast. Maybe they are talking about like a party or a group, like a group party that you can assemble only 4 people in a group party that would have like game features between those 4 that to stay together no matter what happens, and that you could still possibly run into other players in a party of 4. Don't know about that. I don't know about that. But on the Xbox store, it says 2 to 4 players for the multiplayer. So that's interesting. So we can explore with friends, come across random people, work together as a team, or prey on others. Work together as a team to survive, or prey on others to survive. What we're possibly seeing there is if you need some thamium for your life support, possibly kill another player and go and reap the benefits of that player's grave, and that way you can get what you need. As far as PvP goes, I don't think Hello Games would ruin what there is, for the gamers who do not want PvP. I'm going to put my chips in that this is going to be in a one final new game mode, because we got a lot to choose from already. So this could be one final new game mode where it's the persistent universe, where it's all online. This is where you go if you want to play normal mode / with PvP and multiplayer in it. Normal mode probably does have multiplayer in it, but maybe it's all passive. And I can't see them putting PvP inside survival or permadeath. That would be really overkill. Although somebody like me, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But I really think that if we're gonna have PvP, they're gonna create this is my speculation, they'll create one more separate mode called Persistent Universe or something like that. The Persistent No Man's Sky Universe. And then it goes on to say that we could build bases together, tiny shelters, or complex colonies spread across multiple planets. That right there, complex colonies spread across multiple planets, reminds me of hubs. So I think that they know, I know they know about the hubs. It's part of the Waking Titan console. If you type in who is and all that, you can get the hubs. I really feel that they are catering to that type of gameplay, since they see that it's very, very popular. The hubs are. So I think complex colonies spread across multiple planets definitely screams hubs, in my opinion. Tiny shelters, I'm really curious to know what that means. Because it's not bases, because it says build bases together or tiny shelters. So I wonder what a shelter is. Maybe something temporarily to get you out of a very hostile planet, like a little tent to shield you from the toxicity of the rain or the diamonds flying. Okay, that's Lost in Space. That's not No Man's Sky. Moving on, there would be dogfighting, big epic space battles with your friends. Now, it's either you getting into battles with your friends or you battling a fleet alongside your friends. You could be a wingman. You could be a pirate. I don't know if that's preying on others. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think there's so many holes of thought, so many pockets of speculation. You could jump down into a speculation pool in between a lot of these things that he said. So that tells me there is a crap ton more that he was not able to talk about just yet, or didn't want to talk about just yet, because why give everything away now? Save the rest for E3, right? Save the rest for E3. Either for Sean Murray to say it or for a representative of Microsoft to say it on stage. But save the rest for E3. And then he goes on to say racing, well, it's now going to be better because now we can race alongside each other. Imagine a great Nomad race now, which was fun, even though we were only orbs. That was super fun. You could also set down scenic routes for others to check out. So if you're on a planet, you know your planet like the back of your hand. You know which awesome places there are, and you could always set up a scenic route so people can go along and maybe even leave notes at certain points of interest. That'd be kind of cool. Little tours around your planet. And then he made a blog post today which pretty much said the same things, and that's that he said in the interview, and that's kind of where I got the idea that Next is going to be released on the 24th, and so is Xbox. It says here, we're also announcing the release date of No Man's Sky Next. It is coming as a free update to PC, PS4 on July 24th. Xbox One launches on July 24th. That is from the blog over on nomansky.com, so we can put that speculation down. I don't think we're going to get it any time earlier. And meanwhile, Waking Titan right now is kicking up. It's kicking up right now. I mean, there's a lot of things going on with Waking Titan. There's a new command right now. You can type in an antenna and get a bunch of pictures, and it takes you on another rabbit hole. So we're going to have to keep our eye on that, see what's going on with that. To keep an eye on that, go to Game Detectives. The link for that is going to be down below. You can click on that and follow everything as it happens. These guys are amazing, and they detail everything that's going on better than I think anybody can put together. Also, Kyle Culver does a really amazing job putting Waking Titan videos together. So I would definitely go check his stuff out. I don't know what else to say at this point except for my questions. I got tons of questions out of this. Is there going to be third person for us? Is it going to be third person in ships? How much variation are we going to see in, the land and the terrain and the animals and the sounds and the music? Is that even part of Next? I would imagine so, yes, because those are things that usually are always updated on with every single update. So I imagine we're going to see some of that stuff as well. Sean Murray's cloud rendering tech, are we going to see that in Next? Are we going to see new vehicles? Is there new modes that are going to be added that we can actually have for multiplayer, for co-op? Maybe there's a dogfighting mode, maybe, I don't know. I mean, think about the stuff that Ivy Mike does over there in the permadeath cage matches, how exciting that's going to be now. There's a lot of questions, and I think a lot was not told. The fact, okay, think about this, what he's mentioned here, the fact that we could build together and see each other, race together, see each other, build together, see each other, race together, see each other. That's pretty much what we were told. But yet, this is also the biggest update that they have released to date. And so, build together, see each other, race together, fight together. That's, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that we don't know about, because just those things alone does not make this the biggest update. I guess it would, depending on how you see things. But I think that there's a lot he's not telling. And the mysterious thing is how they keep showing E3 footage. Why was there E3 footage behind him? Why did Microsoft say, why are we showing E3 footage? Why, sir, why am I putting this up on the background? You know what I mean? And with the controversy that surrounds E3 footage. I'm pretty sure Microsoft said, why are we doing this? I mean, it could have been something as simple as Sean Murray saying, I just don't want them to see it. I don't want them to see it. Do you really want them to see before E3? Yes, I keep saying it. I really think Hello Games is going to be at E3. If they were able to fly for just a 9-minute interview, I think they're going to be at E3. Even if, think about it, while he's there, they could record something talking about Next that they could easily just play during one of the during the Microsoft stage, Microsoft presentation. They could just play the whole thing. So they could be filming right now, the presentation that Hello Games is going to do for next. And then Hello Games could possibly just go home. So maybe they're not physically going to be there during E3, but I believe that there's something big, something major that is going to be at E3, and I think it's going to be worth checking out. And I think a lot of our answers are going to be answered during E3. And after that, I really hope there's more questions too, because that's always fun. Well, I think that's all I've got. I mean, comment down below. Do you think there's going to be third-person mode? Well, how do you feel about the PvP? Are you agreeing with me to where you think it's going to be in a separate mode? Now, I think passive mode, turning it off and on, I don't know if that would work or not. Because how much of a pain would it be if you were trying to catch a bounty and someone that has got a bounty on their head for griefing somebody else, which I really hope that's a thing, because I would definitely want to do that. And they got their passive mode on and you can't attack them or whatever. I really think that there's going to be a separate mode, a persistent mode, to where everything is the way everything should be, and that is in that new mode, the last and final mode. Because there's quite a bit on there already. Well, comment down below, guys, what you guys think, and I will catch you guys in a new video, the next video, another live stream. We've got a new show coming here up pretty soon. I think it might start after next is released. I really don't have a title for it yet, but the logo for it, or not the logo, but the slogan for it is, I could never fill Art Bell's shoes, but I can walk in his footsteps. I messed up the slogan. I messed it up. It's a good thing it's not going to be until after next, because I got a lot of rehearsing to do, huh? I'm excited about it. It's going to be touching on paranormal, unsolved mysteries, things like that. I can't wait. It's going to be like a podcast format, like a radio show where you guys can call in and submit things to me to talk about, to research. Super excited to get it started. It's going to be, I would say, once a week. We'll have to flesh that out. I don't know the schedule for this yet, but I do want to make it set in stone, solid, so that way we don't falter and don't give up. Super excited for it. Nothing else is going to change here on the show. Everything's going to still remain the same as far as indie games, No Man's Sky, and things like that. I just have a soft spot for paranormal stuff, things that we can't prove, not craziness stuff that seems really weird, like are leprechauns real, or things like that. I'm talking about kind of set in reality a little bit, just a little bit of the things that we've ran across that are just kind of mysterious and unsolved and things like that. UFOs definitely fall into that category. Well, that's it. I'm going to go, guys. As always, I love you, and I will see you all in the next video. Until next time.